weeks ago, while me and my husband were on our way home from the highway, a car came speeding past us. My husband asked me if that was our son because it was the exact same car that we bought him. My husband sped up and caught up to the car. I think we were doing 95 miles an hour when we finally caught up to it. Do not quote me on the speed, please. I really only remember my husband driving, saying, "What the F, he is driving 90, but I digress.
Back in the day. That was back in the day, man. That was back in the day. So let's get to that first video.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's let Peanut kick this off. Yeah.
It's This Jump Podcast.
Oh. Let's go.
Not the biological son of my husband. My husband and I have been married for 14 years now and have 2 other beautiful children together. So basically, stepdad to the oldest kid, it looks like. My oldest son's father is not in the picture. My husband is dad in all respects to my son. All of the above is just said to clarify our dynamics. By the way, this comes from Throwaway Moms Word Up on the r/okstorytime subreddit. So I do love him a lot, and he cares for me and cares for all of my kids the same. I've never seen any favoritism or any kind towards another. But 2 weeks ago, while me and my husband were on our way home from the highway, a car came speeding past us. My husband asked me if that was our son because it was the exact same car that we bought him. My husband sped up and caught up to the car. I think we were doing 95 miles an hour when we finally caught up to it. Do not quote me on the speed, please. I really only remember my husband driving, saying, "What the F, he is driving 90, but I digress." It was our son, and he was on his phone while speeding through traffic. I think he was texting because we could clearly see him having both hands busy with his phone from the opposite lane. I wanted my husband to honk at him, but he said no, that might just cause issues, catch him off guard, and cause an accident.
Smart.
True. When we got home, we parked behind our son. My husband walked into the living room and just held out his hand and said, "Give me the keys." My son asked why, and my husband raised his voice and said, "Give me the effing keys." When my son took the keys out of his pocket, my husband grabbed them and told him, "You are no longer allowed to drive that car." And he left the room. He looked at me and asked what was going on, and I told him that we saw him on the highway and his eyes got all big and he struggles to say anything. So about an hour later, I heard my husband yell from the kitchen, "I don't give an F about your job or school. You can walk, take the bike or the bus. I don't care. You will not be driving that car again." Apparently, my son came to me a week ago and asked for the keys because he needed to get to work again and it was raining. He apologized to me, saying that it wouldn't happen again. I relented and gave him the keys and he went to work. My husband came home and without saying hello, just asked where the car was. I told him I gave the keys back to our son so he can get to work. He used the same line on me, saying I told him and you heard me that he isn't allowed to drive anymore and he could have taken the bike, bus, or walked. I told him it was raining, so I gave him the keys. I told him that he apologized and said it would never happen again. My husband cut me off and said an apology wouldn't stop an accident or bring him back from the dead or bring other people back from the dead. He hasn't learned a thing. And I told him I paid half the car and it was a gift from us to my son. And I also have a say in what happens to it. He looked at me and said, "Okay, fine. All parental decisions will now fall to you. You're the authority on that, so everything is now on your head." Since then, my husband hasn't done a single thing for my son or any of the other kids regarding discipline. When they ask for something, he just says, "Go ask your mother." Petty, petty, petty. Our kids are having free reign around him, and he just steps over any mess they make. And when I asked him why he didn't stop our younger from writing on the walls, he just shrugged and walked off.
I think everyone sucks in this story.
Dude. I tried to talk to him and he said, "You got you what you asked for. No matter what I do, you seem to be the authority on any decision on our kids. So I just remove the middleman and you can deal with them." And he walks off. What do I do? How can I get him to help parenting our kids again? I'm at the end of my rope and the kids aren't really listening to me like they do to him, but he's just allowing them from now on to do whatever they want. Edit, mess up the title a little bit. I'm just exhausted and can't handle everything alone anymore. Sorry if the post is all over the place. I just need advice. And if the questions need to be asked, I will answer in the comments. We have some relevant comments. So, from Bomb City, you made a pretty fatal error in giving him back the keys. You couldn't drive him to work or he couldn't take the bus. He's supposed to be learning about consequences and adult responsibilities. And all he's learned is you'll give in if he begs. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah. Hopeless parenting, really, they say. Alorius Dandon says, "This was my first thought. Why didn't she just drive him to work? Clearly, she knew what her husband said and she undermined him. So why would he discipline any of the other kids? If she's willing to undermine him once, she'll probably do it again. Reap what you sow, kind of thing. And you can always reap some great content by sowing your seeds in our live stream every weekday at 3 p.m. PST.
Yeah.
Join us.
But Macy Baker has a great comment. The husband probably shouldn't have yelled, but he either is the parent and has equal rights to all their children or none of them. If he just lets her parent the stepson, then he's saying he's not his.
Yeah,
Which I think it seems like that's kind of the problem here, is that she's like, this is my son. Like, that's what it felt like when they had that argument and she was like, oh, well, I bought the car. It felt like she kind of wanted to say, well, he's my son.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're going to parent together, there has to be, you just have to have a conversation about what is.
Well, let me tell you something. Mom, you want to know how you can fix that situation? Stop undermining your husband's authority. You know what I mean? Hold on, hear me out. If the husband is being a father to a child that's not his, you need to be thankful. You need to be grateful. You know what? I'm going to stay out of that shit because now she's reaping what she sowed.
Exactly. But I think this goes further than him being the father to the oldest son. Because if he stopped being the parent to not only the oldest son, but to the other children, I'm pretty sure this has been an ongoing thing. It seems like she has no respect for his authority. She has no respect for his decisions. So therefore, how are you going to get upset when he removes himself from the equation and now you want help? No, don't ask for help when you had it in initially and you didn't want it. See, this is what I was saying about before. People say, oh, I don't have no help. No, you don't want to accept it. She put herself in that predicament and now here he is responding to her actions and now she doesn't like it.
He probably was like, hey, what? I guarantee you that was not her first time.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I guarantee you.
For him to respond like that and just completely just say, I give up. Like, come on. Not just the oldest son, all of them.
She probably did all of them. Yeah,
yes.
You're right. Yeah.
And the thing that I don't know if anybody caught when the guy was reading it, he said that she said that the children don't listen to me like they listen to you. So that shows that he is an authoritative figure who they respond to.
Right.
And you not only did you undermine him, that was already bad. You undermined the fact that they respect his authority. That's the most important part.
Right.
If they wasn't respecting his authority, I could see you jumping in. But she said it herself in the message. They respect him. They listen to him more than they listen to me.
Right.
So you undermined the actual authority of the situation.
Right.
You asked for that. You asked for it. He had a position of power and a position of respect. And a lot of times, ladies, I know you ain't gonna like to hear this, but a lot of times when in a situation like that, when a person has more command of respect or authority, women don't like that. And so she had to feel like she had to take the power back. Oh, let me give the son the keys to let the son know that I got power too. It's not about that.
Right.
We always talk about in relationships about roles. Clearly in that relationship, that man is the discipline.
Right. The
disciplinarian.
Let him do his job. When it's your turn to be powerful at your position. You undermined the authority, and now guess what? You got to deal with it. It's that simple. It was very simple. You had one less thing to do on your plate. But instead, you had to get drunk off your own. I got to flex my muscle. And now it backfired on you. Because that husband, he must be an Aquarius because he is my type of petty. Because that is me. I'm out here doing my
petty.
That's very petty to stop discipline all the kids. That's petty.
That's some good petty.
It is. That's
good petty.
That's my kind of petty. Because I would have been sitting there just like this.
I think
they tearing up the whole damn house.
Right, and that's exactly what they were doing.
Did you happen to see my hookah pen? I don't know where my hookah pen is at. They tore the whole damn house up. I need my hookah pen. I'm about to go meet my fellas. It's podcast night. I got things to do. Did you see my hookah pen? Yeah, I don't care that little John is on the ceiling. You got to get him down. But see if he got my hookah pen while you up there.
like this. See. You should let me discipline. Was it
Turquavion? Oh, he ain't here yet. He ain't there yet.
I think that was his way in showing her and giving her an example. Because my thing is at the end of the day, in relationships in general, everybody has roles. Yeah. So therefore, don't realize my role after the fact when I back off. My thing is if you knew that he was a disciplinarian of the relationship, of the parental household, allow him to have that. We say all the time.
Allow him to do his job.
Exactly. We say all the time, give these men grace. But yet and still it's like, okay, do you want to be the mother and the father? But then when the father leaves and then now you want to complain that the father ain't doing his job? Like, which one do you want to be, mom or dad? You can't be both.
I always say, women don't understand that men need to feel the need to be needed. So let us do the need. Like, you will not always, I don't want to say always, but it's a lot of times that we'll be doing stuff. We'll go to fix something and a woman will say, I can do it. And I'm like, yo, I can do it. Then do it.
Go for broke.
Then do it. It don't work. And now here they, hey babe, I can't get the screw in because that didn't take a screw. Now I would have told you that when you started, but you know everything. You got to do it yourself. So sometimes it's just cool to fall back. That man had the position. He had it right. What the young boy do? He didn't even say nothing. That's how you could tell he respected him. He didn't say nothing. Give me the effing keys. Young boy just gave the key. He didn't even know why he was giving the keys up, but he knew. Yeah. All right, I got to get the key. That shows you that he respected him and he has authority. Let that man do his job. He probably would have gave it back to him eventually, but like you said, I ain't trying to. Eventually. Yeah, I'm not trying. He has to understand consequences. And a lot of times what happens it happens with moms and dads, but a lot of times these parents enable these kids and then they don't have any fear. They don't have any fear of consequence. So guess what? He goes back out there and the next time he's on his phone on social media and he does crash. Right. And he does kill somebody.
And then it's too late.
Hit somebody. Mm-hmm. And now it's, oh, my baby. Give me my hookah pen, I'm out.
When is this boy supposed to learn?
Well, as you can see, he circumvented the father or the stepfather.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But let's go to the first comment. So the first comment from David Alvarez. David says he is 100% correct.
He is.
Yes, he is.
Yep, I'm telling you, a little man is. He done jumped off the 13th step all the way to the bottom. Boom!
You're gonna learn the hard way.
Oh, hey, you're gonna learn. You might want to go get the medical kit because I think his kneecap just hit his tooth. He probably hurt, but you gotta do something about it. And can you take him upstairs because the game about to start?
Right. I don't need to hear all that crying.
I don't hear none of that.
You know what I mean? Goddamn Eagles is on.
Right.
You don't even watch the Eagles.
Hey, I'm watching them today.
Hey, you know what I mean? Goddamn it.
I tell you one thing, I'm not watching these damn kids. Get them, please. Thank you.
You know what I mean? Got your goddamn tooth in your kneecap.
Right.
Oh, gosh.
Boy, get that boy a cat, and let's move on about our day. Look, second comment is from L.87. L. said, this obviously wasn't the first she undermined his parenting. It's certainly her last. What's her last though? He didn't like the response.
Put the cup down, Los.
He didn't like the response. Yeah, this is just because of one incident.
Los, you drunk. Don't drink no more.
He drunk. That's what happened.
Put it down.
Can I get give me the shot?
Hold up. Give it here. Give it here.
Put me in the shot. No. This is what got him
No more.
Stay away from this for the holidays, y'all.
No more for tonight, Los.
If you drink this on your holiday party, you will get fired.
Hey, man, listen, man. No, man, because these people, they be commenting in broken English, man. They don't use no goddamn commas or apostrophes, and you got to guess some of the shit they ain't put no spell check.
So for y'all at home, y'all don't know. Los, he copies and pastes the responses. So
with no correction.
He didn't type it. He just copy and paste it. So L. This obviously wasn't the first she undermined. Yeah. That's how they wrote it. It was crazy. As he's reading it, I'm reading it like, what the hell? So
yeah, I mean, listen, maybe we need. You know what? I'm gonna start putting spell check behind some of these motherfuckers' comments. You know what I mean? But so, hey, listen, man. Everybody ain't the smartest motherfucker in America now.
They sure not.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, well, let's go to the third comment from Stephanie. Hopefully, Stephanie
got it together.
So Stephanie says she needs to apologize to him in front of the children and restore dad's punishment. Yes, Stephanie.
There we go.
Wait a minute. Hold up. What's the comments? Can y'all read the comments, please? We got some people commenting in the chat.
What are they talking at me?
With this.
Wait a minute. Hold on. L Boogie said Eagles smack themselves up. Yeah. Kiss my ass, L Boogie. Yeah, man. Kiss my ass. Miss Minnie. What? Miss Minnie laugh.
I'm more so towards Mr. Slinkston Huge.
Pause.
Oh, whoa, boy, that name is almost better than Dirt Diggler.
Well, hold up. No, what you say? The big one. What?
Next. I don't know what the comment is, but just the name. I'm cool. I can't read that. You gotta say something else.
Got to wait anything we money. Hey, listen, man. As long as you're tuning in, man, that's
we
all we
appreciate it.
Exactly.
But I ain't calling your name, broski.
Yeah, gotta love you anyway, though. You know what I mean? The big one. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, but Miss Minnie, I'm gonna say, what's it? Slinkston, you always take your
and we got a new subscriber. Thank you. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, some
Shout out to LaShondra. We appreciate it.
Disjoint podcast. God damn it.